Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Watch TV on Beer. I'm your host, Bobby Campbell, and you guys are going to be joining me on my journey through the world of craft beer. On today's episode, we are doing Surf Black IPA style ale. To the best of my understanding, Surf is a relatively new company, so I was hesitant to give them a chance at first because I have so many beers to get through in order to get to them, and I was in the store the other day and said, hey, I'm gonna give these guys a chance. So picked up a bottle of this and we're gonna see how it works out. So let's get right into it. Wow. That's really interesting for a black IPA. There's a big initial aroma of roasted coffee. I mean, just roasted coffee. That's really nice. That's like walking into a Starbucks. Well, you get a little bit of fruitiness from that, just a tiny bit. And then there's a bready, crackery malt backbone. It's almost like a sourdough bread kind of thing, but it's not quite sourdough bread. It's definitely like bread crust and crackers with this. That's really nice. That's got to be English or British ale yeast, one of the two. That's really that's really interesting. There's a really underlying citrus, and even further down than that is just a really light floral aroma as well. You get like a nice rose or like a perfumey gardenia or plumeria or something like that, a very sweet floral aroma from that. Let's see how it tastes. Wow. That roastiness is really predominant on this. Big kick of bitter roasted coffee. Wow. And then the British or English ale yeast, I can't tell which one. I brewed with it before, that's how I know that it's one of the two. That comes in. You do get a little bit of citrus, not much, but the aftertaste is extremely floral. I mean, just pungent and perfumey floral flavor on that. That is crazy. That is really deep rose, a perfumey gardenia or something like that. One of those really sweet kind of floral flavors. Wow. This is interesting. I didn't expect this from this beer. Really, like black IPAs don't usually have that like roasted coffee kind of thing like this. It feels to me like this wants to be a porter or this wants to be a stout. And instead of doing that, it said, no, I'm gonna fool everybody and decide to be a dark style IPA. I gotta hand it to these guys on this one. This is great. I'm really glad that I gave them a chance, but the unfortunate part is, to me, it seems like there are too many flavors fighting for supremacy on this. The coffee or toffee bitterness in this doesn't seem to play very well with the floral aroma. The floral tries to be very dominant on this. It actually, as you breathe with your mouth shut, the floral aroma resonates inside your mouth and across your palate. It's really interesting, but that the roastiness wants to be the dominant flavor in this. The breadiness of the malts is very subdued in the background due to that big roasted coffee on this. So to me, this beer is just a little bit too busy. So let's go ahead and get into the overall on this. Guys, I'm gonna give this an 8.5, and I think that's pretty fair. I'm giving it an 8.5 because, like I said, all of the flavors were just, there's too many things fighting for dominance in this beer, and really you want them to all kind of complement each other, and it doesn't seem to do that. But it is something completely different than any other black IPA that I have reviewed or just drank myself on my own. So it's really interesting. I do like this, and 8.5 is not a bad rating. It is definitely something I would drink again, and I do recommend, if you guys like black IPAs, go out and find this, because this is something unique and this is something very interesting. That's going to do it for this episode of Watch TV on Beer. I want to thank you guys again so much for watching, as always. Go ahead and join me on Facebook. You can either go to the link below in the description, or you guys can search Watch TV on Beer. I pop up, you can like the page, and it's that easy. I want you guys to leave some suggestions for me. Tell me what you think of the show, or, you know, just like I said before, leave some suggestions for me to do on future episodes. I've got 2 more IPAs to do after this. I know I said I was going to do an amber on the last one, but hey, it happens. I opened the fridge and this beer just struck me and I had to do it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Never be afraid to try something new. Cheers, everybody.